Hole in a Box by C.S.R.
Chapter 18. How to Break a Heart. Jarvis burst out laughing.
Oh. I'll give you a clue.
He coyly said with a hungry grin.
Christian is a devourer, Smarag.
Marla was taken aback, but then said,
Are you saying that he means to eat me?
Yep.
Jarvis bounced his head left and right in a cheerful and nonchalant way.
And what about you?
I'm not really into eating children.
Do you want him to eat me?
Jarvis burst into laughter again.
Oh, dear, sweet, foolish Marla. The only reason I came to Hommins, the only reason why any of those you met in the cottage ever came to Hommins, is to bring children to Christian.
So he can eat them? All of them?
Jarvis' smirk was enough to answer the question without words.
You bilsters!
Darlene screamed.
You're all full of gurglites.
Such language.
Jarvis teased.
And in front of a child, too.
He shook his head in a mocking way.
I don't...
Marla's voice struggled to make its way past her lips.
I don't believe you.
That's the only reason I came for you, Marla. The only one. You think I wanted to be your friend, a hopeless child like you. How old do you think I am? We are monsters, after all. You're such a strange child. Can't be like everyone else. You were right not to trust me and this smile. What's with the sudden change of heart?
Heart? Funny that Jarvis should mention that, because Marla could feel her heart cracking. Quite literally. The more Jarvis talked, the more pain Marla felt in her chest.
I don't know.
Her breathing slowed and her head started to spin.
I just thought that you really cared.
Why would I? We're practically strangers. It was just business, Marla. That's all it ever was. You were just another meal to bring home to Daddy. Nothing more. Although he really wanted you. So I guess you should feel honored. Lucky, even.
Jarvis.
Marla's voice started to get very frail. Darlene looked at the girl in bewilderment. It almost seemed as if she was having a heart attack. Jarvis didn't seem to hear Marla, so he continued to speak.
You should have just locked that box, left Eutrodesma to your dreams, because you're nothing but a tool to me. I never cared for you, Marla.
Darlene!
And just like that, Marla's heart broke. It was done being prodded at and finally shattered. Marla started to melt to the floor, one hand gripping Darlene and the other gripping her chest. A strange, translucent, green liquid poured from her heart and into her palm as she fell more and more to the floor in writhing agony and pain.
It hurts!
She screamed.
What's going on? Darlene, please help me!
The girl howled in her torment.
Marla?
Jarvis called out in surprise. His condescending face was all gone, and it twisted into a face of worry and confusion.
Oh, my three!
Darlene cried.
Jarvis, I think Marla's heart broke.
No, please. 3, don't let that be the case.
What do you mean?
Marla asked, looking up to the woman with pleading eyes. Darlene had tears in her voice as she answered.
When someone's heart breaks in Eutrodesma, it breaks literally.
What?
Marla, if we take you back to Hommins, you'll die. But if you stay here in Eutrodesma, you'll have no heart.
What will that do to me?
Darlene had tears pouring into her hair.
You won't have any emotions. You'll just be aimlessly walking around. It's nearly impossible to heal a broken heart. It's a miracle mine was able to heal it all. It's worse than death. In fact, you'll sometimes yearn to die. Oh, 3, Marla, you don't know how serious this is. The only thing left to do is pray. Nothing else. I'm so sorry, Marla. It's all his fault.
She looked up at Jarvis and glared at him, her purple eye glowing fiercely. Darlene cradled the girl in her arms. Marla just stared back at her with emotionless eyes. She just didn't care. She didn't care that she wouldn't have emotions and that it hurt her friend. She didn't care that leaving this world could kill her. Her heart was finally broken after all the pain and torment she had been through. It all didn't matter anymore. None of it did. It might have been better for her to die sooner. Then this would have been avoided. Darlene was right. This pain was worse than death. Marla pushed herself out of the woman's arms and hurtled up into a ball, letting the green liquid that leaked from her chest pour onto the floor. Jarvis took a step forward.